Hey guys, this is Nirmal for Technique.com, and today we'll see some of the hidden tips and tricks of Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is one of the high-end flagship phones from Samsung, which houses a high-end hardware and quite a lot of features. So it's a phone with first phone with 3 GB of RAM, a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display. Then you have a Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor and a 13 megapixel camera and a massive 3200 mAh battery. So there are quite a lot of high-end features, and it's a beautiful phone. Its performance is really good. We have already done a detailed review of this device. Do check out our review of Note 3 along with camera performance, battery performance, and overall performance of the device. So let's quickly see some of the best tips and tricks of the Note 3. So Note 3 is a brilliant device. There are lots of features and functions available in the device. So some of them are already known to users, while some are already there, might not be knowing. So we'll cover those features. First is you have the option to reduce the screen size. The screen size is 5.7-inch display, so using the device with one hand might not be feasible. So if you want to use it with one hand, it's not possible for everyone. So Samsung has added a feature for reducing the screen size. So let's see that first. So that feature is called let's just go to, yeah, you need to go to control settings, controls, and then you can see one-handed operation. So you can click here. So use for all screens, just enable this option. So you can see that use for all screens. One-handed operation settings helps you to use every screen easily with one hand. So just it's switched on. Now you have additional options like keypad and in-call buttons, Samsung keyboard, calculator, unlock pattern, etc. So there's also a tutorial on how to use the one-handed operation. So now it's enabled. Now we'll see how this works. So what you need to do is swipe from here and then swipe it back. So you can see that the screen has been reduced. So now you can easily use with one hand. Now there's an option to move this as well. So you can just move the display anywhere on the screen and keep it in position according to your convenience. So you can see here, I'll just move it once again. So there you go. So we have the smaller screen right now. So you can just swipe in back and it will come back to the original position. So the action is very simple. Just scroll, then you can just reduce it from here. Then you can move it anywhere on the screen as you wish. And there is also all the options available. You can see here the few options. One is the home screen, back button, volume keys, etc. Then also you have the option to move this along the screen. So that option is also available. So now the screen is pretty small, and you can use this with one hand operation. So this is applicable to all apps. So you can easily run any app in this window. So instead of 5.7-inch display, you get a smaller display, and you can easily use it one hand. You can see here I can reach up to this place with one hand. So that's a pretty handy feature to have. So you can just swipe back and then maximize the screen. So that's the first tip we can share with you. Then we already covered the multi-window option. So multi-window you can enable from here. So you can see the multi-window option already. So you can see here from settings, multi-window. So multi-window allows you to run two apps at the same time. So you can see here this, I'll run two apps at the same time. So I just opened let me just open YouTube. So I just opened YouTube. Now I'll just open Chrome. So you can see two tabs. First is the YouTube, and divided into two sections. So first is the YouTube, second is the new tab. So you can browse the web from here, and you can also watch YouTube videos. This is a multi-window option. So this is a very handy feature to have. You can multitask. While you're browsing, you can watch YouTube videos and do other works as well. So this option you can use it for other apps as well. So that way it is pretty good. You can resize the window also based on your preference. You can resize it to whatever level you want. So that's a pretty handy feature. The next feature is screen zoom. So for that you have to go to control in the settings and then select device, then come down, you can see the accessibility option. So select accessibility, now scroll down and you can see magnification gestures. So select magnification gestures. You can see when this feature is enabled, you can zoom in and out by triple tapping on the screen. While zoomed in, you can pan, drag with two or more fingers across the screen, adjust zoom level, etc. So let's switch on this feature. So we are just switched on the feature. Now let's see how this works. So let's triple tap on the screen. So you can see this screen has zoomed in. So you can see, you can pan in with two fingers. So you can see, as I said before, it's easy to use the screen now. So it's pretty big size and you can easily have a zoomed view. So this is the accessibility option, and you can triple tap to bring it back to the normal position. So that's one good feature of Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Now another feature is the ability to move apps, install apps to the SD card. So that's a pretty handy feature. So for that we need to go to the applications manager. So you can click settings, then go to general and select application manager, and say if select an app, and then you have the option to move the app to SD card. So in case you want more storage on your device, you can move all the apps installed onto the SD card, because getting a higher end 64 GB version might be costly, but getting a SD card might not be that costly, because you can expand up to 64 gigabytes of internal storage using this. So instead of having to get a bigger sized storage sized Note 3, you can get a basic one and then install all the apps to the SD card. So that's a pretty handy feature to have. Now next let's look at another important feature, that's called safety assistance. So go to settings again, select the general option, and then you can see the safety assistance. So safety assistance is it's an emergency assistance feature. So safety assistance helps you to you in an emergency by taking picture of both the front and rear camera. It alerts you to emergency contacts to your situation by sending them an emergency message with these pictures and your location. So sending the message may result additional charges. So now what you have to do is this turned on. So you can edit this emergency message. So this is an emergency, please help. So you can select the emergency assist message, then you can send emergency pictures. So you can enable this if you want. Pictures will be taken using the front and rear camera. So then you have the option to set the contacts, emergency contacts, in case whom you want to contact in case there is an emergency. So once you have so to use the safety assistance during an emergency, press and hold the volume up and down key for 3 seconds. So you need to press and hold these two buttons for 3 seconds, and the emergency assist or safety assistance will be turned on, and the message will be sent to the contact person whom you are set in the safety assistance. So that's another handy feature. Now there are quite a lot of gesture support for this phone. You can see the controls. You can go to settings and controls. You can see the quite a lot of gestures. Air gestures are there, air view is there, air command is there, then palm motion, etc. So air gestures lets you to do quite a lot of options using your gestures instead of having to touch the screen. So you can have a look at these gestures. So this is an added feature, pretty handy feature to have. Next up, you have the hands-free mode. So hands-free mode, as the name indicates, so you can control the device without touching the screen. So hands-free mode, let's switch it on. Then you have, see, you can hands-free mode must be turned off in settings after you have closed just voice hands-free. So those are the options. So just click OK. Now for incoming call, read out caller information when receiving an incoming call. So whenever you receive a call, it will read out the information. Air call accept, wave your hand over the screen to accept the incoming call. Then messages, read out sender's information when new message arrives, alarm, schedule, etc. So this is the hands-free mode. So hands-free mode allows you to do quite a lot of functions from the phone instead of having to select the phone and then use it. So that's a pretty handy feature again. Next is next step, there's power saving mode. You can go to general and see the power saving mode. So power saving mode helps you to increase the battery time in case you're running out of battery. So power saving mode, when you switched on, it will limit the maximum performance of CPU. So CPU cores will be reduced. Then there is screen power saving mode, turn off haptic feedback, and few options. You can also learn about power saving mode from here. So when you if you're running on low battery, you can easily turn on this power saving mode and get better out of your battery using this option. So that's a pretty handy option. Now coming on to the next feature, if you press and hold the more option, you can see a site search, I mean the device search. So press and hold this button and you can see the search. The search option is pretty handy. You can search anything on your device. There are quite a lot of options like past 30 days, past 7 days, yesterday, today, next 7 days, etc. So those are the options available. So there is also handwriting, notes, communication, help, images, videos, personal information, and you can also add tags to your search. So there are quite a lot of options available in site search. So it's a beautiful thing to have on your phone. You can search anything on your phone. If you can press and I mean you can just press this button and then search anything on the device. So that's really good feature to have on the Note 3. Next up is the ability to take a quick screenshot of your device. So what you do is press and hold this pen. You pull the pen from here, press and hold this, and then draw a portion. So you can see I've just drawn a portion. Now what happens is the portion will be cut. So that area will be cut. You can quickly take a area from there. Then you have this option from few options here. You can select magnetic tape also, or else you can use a circle or a square one, or the freehand one. Then once you have selected that, you have the option to scrapbook it or email it, message it, chat on, add to Dropbox, camera, Foursquare. There are quite a lot of options. Whatever apps are installed, you can do that from there. We'll just see it once again. So what you do is just press the button on this. You can see here button. Then you draw a circle. I mean, we'll just once again. Okay. Press and hold and then draw a circle on the screen. So you can see here we have selected that area. Then you have the option to send message, email, etc. So that's again a handy feature to have on your Note. So this is pretty useful feature. So you can quickly take a screenshot and using the pen, and then send it to email or SMS. Now, another feature is that this is a Snapdragon 800 variant. So this has a 4K recording. So 4K resolution recording is available. So for that, so open the camera, then go to the settings, video options. I mean not here. Okay, just one second. Okay, go to settings and you can see you can select the video option. So video size is currently 1080p. Now select this and you can see the 4K resolution 3840 by 2160. So that's the 4K resolution. So this option is available only for the Snapdragon 800 variant. That's Samsung Galaxy Note 3 i9005. That variant has this option. So if you select this, you can see you can record videos in this. However, you cannot record in dual camera mode or take pictures while recording. So there are certain restrictions, but if you want a 4K resolution, you can select this option from the camera settings. So this is the first phone with 4K recording. So that's again an added feature. Now another feature is quick glance mode. So quick glance allows you to quickly access your notification area or any missed calls, you got any messages, you got any new emails, or so notification from social apps like Instagram, Foursquare, etc. So those features can be accessed from the glance screen. So let's see how to use the glance screen. So we have just switched off the phone and kept it in a horizontal mode. Now if you just hover over the screen, you can see this option. This is the glance screen. So this glance, quick glance, I mean quick glance. So quick glance shows you all the notifications. So you can see right now missed calls, SMS, battery percentage, and the time, as well as other app notifications. So this feature can be turned on from the settings. So go to settings and then controls. So you can see air gestures. So just you can turn on quick glance. So quick glance option, you can see when screen is off. So put your device on a flat surface and with the screen facing upwards. Once the screen has turned off, move your hand above the sensor and you can see the status. So you can select what all status you want on the glance screen. I mean the quick glance. You have notification, missed calls, 100 messages, battery power, and current music info. So there are quite a lot of options available there. So you can select which all you want them and then enable it in the quick glance screen. Now another option is that this Note 3 has a beautiful notification bar. So you can see here quite a lot of options. Now if you click this option, you can see all the notification icons. Now there is a option to edit it. If you don't want this option, you can click on this edit button and then you can edit the notification panel. You can available buttons, you can customize the notification panel based on whatever modes you want. So in case you don't want say particular multi-window or you want a flight mode, you can quickly interchange between them and then select the notification panel settings. So that's a pretty good feature because you can customize the notification panel from here and use it based on whatever your requirement is. Now there's another good feature of the device is that there's an easy mode. The easy mode allows you to use the phone simpler home screen, because if you don't want a complex home screen, you can use the easy mode. So go to let's just take it once again. So go to settings or device, then you can see AC mode. So select this, you can see three theme there. Easy mode provides an easy experience. So if you enable it, the mode will be applied to your home screen. And if you come down to home screen, you can see it's very simple home screen. Instead of having those complex things, you have a very simple home screen. So you can enable or disable easy mode from the settings. So if you want a simpler simpler mode on your home screen, so you can enable the easy mode and then use it from there. Next up, you have smart screen. You can see the smart screen. So smart screen is again available in controls, settings controls. So you can see smart screen allows you quite a lot of options like smart stay. The screen stays as long as you're looking at it. So in case you're reading something and after a few seconds the screen time out, the screen goes black. So instead of that, if you enable smart screen, you can read on the screen without having the phone the display to switch off. So it's pretty good if you're reading websites or books, etc. So smart screen stays there. Then you have smart rotation, then the smart pause, smart scroll, etc. So there are quite a lot of options in smart screen. So this is a pretty handy feature to have on a device, especially if you're reading, you don't want the display to switch off. Then there is palm motions. You can see palm motions, the two palm motions available here. Capture screen by swiping it from right to left or vice versa with the side of your hand. So if you do like this way, you can capture the screen. Then you have mute or pause option. So if you're covering the screen, you can mute or pause the currently playing music. So that's again a handy feature. Then apart from that, you also have motions. You have a direct call, smart alert, zoom, browse an image, mute or pause. So motions allows you to contact direct call contact currently displayed on the screen, and the smart alert catch missed calls and messages. Then you have zoom, browse an image, move around an image when zoomed in. So there are few options in the motions. So that's again a handy feature on your device. So if you want to use a device with particular hand motions, you can use it that way. Then you have the voice controls. Voice controls allows you to answer or reject voice calls using voice commands instead of answering it. So you can say answer or reject whenever your call comes. Then you can stop an alarm like say stop or snooze. Then you can take pictures using camera. You can using the capture or shoot or smile mode. This is pretty handy if in case you are using taking a photo using the tripod. So if you can simply mount it on the tripod and then say capture, then the photos will be automatically taken by the device. So apart from that, there is also music, so you can use the voice controls to control the music. Now apart from that, another good feature of the device is that you can have notification blocks. So go to device settings device, and you can see blocking mode. Blocking mode allows you to block notifications of selected apps or features, so you'll not receive notification incoming calls from people on your allowed list. So you can say when you switched on, you can block incoming calls, disable notifications, or you can also set time based on whichever time you don't want any notifications. Say if you're in a meeting, you can enable blocking mode, and then once the time is complete, your notification will be back on your display. So that's another handy feature. Now apart from that, you can create folders here. So what you do is press this button and you can see the option create folders. So click here and name the folder. Let's put a name, sample name. So test, we have created a folder here. Now you can simply press and hold this and add apps or from other items into this folder. And if you when you click the folder, it will display all the apps or items listed in that, and you can just bring it back to the here and then delete folders in case you don't want them. So you can create multiple folders here. So that's a pretty handy tool to create folders. And apart from that, there is also option to now that this is the app list, the installed apps. So in case you want different view, you can click here from the app list, and then it's change view type. You can sort in alphabetical order. So if you know the apps, if you are looking for apps pretty easily, so you can use this alphabetical order to sort apps. So you can see here it's pretty handy again. So you can bring back the customizable grid from there. So those are some of the tips and tricks we shared about the Note 3. We'll come back with more come back with more tips and tricks on the Note 3. As of now, we have covered around 20 plus tips and tricks on Note 3. So stay tuned for more tips on Note 3. And if you have any queries on what we have shared right now, you can drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out. If you have any doubts on how these settings work, please drop a comment and we'll be helping you out from there. So thanks guys for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates, and thanks for watching the video.